Diary Day 1, 4th of February 2013. Monday. Today's usually a very boring day, but today something dramatic happened. Well, you guys, what was that? Oh my god, you guys, welcome to my podcast, American Gothic. We are here today, finally, I'm going after so much time of waiting and planning, just having fun, being creative, just being, I don't know, a soul out here in the world. I am finally here. I'm finally here, with the podcast that I've created now. This is American Gothic, my new podcast. Also, my third podcast, which is so low-key. Oh, the stakes are already so high. How will I deal with this? Zen time, guys. And you guys, maybe we should do some background info about me, about moi. You guys, my name is Philip Johansson. I am 25 in a couple of days. I'm 25 in a couple of days, and I'm basically living my best life here in Iowa. I moved here a couple of months ago, and I've just been having such a good and fun time. It's been so fun living here. I have a job here in Iowa as well. It's been so much fun documenting this journey here on TikTok, and then now through this, because it's such a cool culture to come from, and it's very different and interesting, and I have so much to say about I love the Iowans so much, basically all of them, and it's so fun being here, and I love sharing this journey with you guys. And what else about me? I was born in New York, and then at 1 I moved to London, where I went to a British, an English school. So my accent is a bit wonky. It's a bit some days you don't really know what you're gonna get and what I'm gonna I don't know, say. When I get drunk, sometimes the British comes out more for some reason. Ooh, the drunk Brit. That sounds actually so fucking terrible. But anyways, I lived in London until I was 10, and then I moved to Sweden. And my whole family kind of is from Sweden. So they've just been living in, I don't know, they've been living around. Lived in Sweden, in Gothenburg. It's a pretty big town, the second biggest city in Sweden. So it's a big city. I went to high school there, and then I actually went to university in London. And boy, that's when all chaos ensued. And it was so much fun. Oh my god, it was the best time of my entire life. I was a wild and crazy young lass. But it was iconic. And then I basically moved to Iowa a year ago. That's kind of the backstory. I have a dog. His name is Rex. I have a younger brother, younger sister. And the reason why I came to Fairfield in the first place is because my aunt and uncle have been living in this town for a long time. Here we are, babes. Oh, a burp. Sorry, guys. I'm so where are thy manners? Where are thy manners? Where are thy manners? Okay. So you guys, oh my god, what is American Gothic? That is a mighty good question. Point number 1, American Gothic is a podcast about my journey here in Iowa. Iowa has inspired this podcast so much, and has inspired me as a person so much recently. And I think the point with this podcast is to give that journey a bit of a fun flair. We love a good fun flair, some drama. Okay, so point number 1, a journey through Iowa. Point number 2 is this podcast is also kind of a way to chat with you guys and just spill all my deepest darkest secrets, because oh my god, I am the biggest oversharer of all time, and I also wonder why I'm like this. I do not know, and honestly I don't care. Obviously I love talking about my stories, hearing your guys' stories, and connecting over all the crazy shit that happens in our lives, because guys, sometimes you don't need a movie or TV show. Sometimes we have our own lives, and should we be grateful for those moments? Yes. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. You only live once. Okay, so we have the more casual and chatty parts, and then me exposing all my deepest darkest secrets. But then we also have a third layer to this podcast, and that is that I have decided to write a fantasy story, kind of like a funny story, I don't know, with my friend Nashwa. And this story is kind of just about these changes that we go through, kind of. I don't want to say too much, but That is kind of the base of it. But like, I don't know, like, is this like so random of me to do? I don't know, but like, it just feels fun and like it feels like free, carefree. I love like fantasy so much. It's my favorite genre of all time. I love fantasy. I love like medieval stuff. Throw me anything. Like my first game that I ever played in my life was Skyrim. Skyrim was like the best game of all time. It's like this medieval, I don't know, fantasy, Nordic, like crazy game that I was playing when I was young. And that like since then I've just been like so obsessed with the fantasy genre. Books, movies, TV shows, games. Bring it on, babes. I'll do it all. But anyways, so like that's why I have this story, and I think we'll just have to go with the flow and like see how it is. But I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Underrated Camila album also, by the way. Basically, like the story will be coming a bit later in the podcast. Like the first segments of my podcast, I just want to be like chatty and talk about like my crazy like times that are like happening, because like there's so much happening right now in my life, despite me living in Fairfield, Iowa. This is a town filled with not much to do, but like it has been so unbelievably good for me. Like there's like a love and hate relationship, of course, like as everyone has with all places, but like it's very stark here in Fairfield, Iowa, because like half the time I can be so like peaceful. I can be like, I don't know, relaxing, be like, wow, no drama, no chaos, no like energy. Like I just like be like so zen and just like, oh, enjoy my time in my place. But then it takes a turn. It takes a turn like every other day, and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to go out and like party, like meet people, like be like social and be like a social butterfly. Like I love being a social butterfly sometimes, and here in Fairfield, like that's just like, I don't know, like it's possible, but it's hard. It's hard. No, but like it's not hard, but like it's like obviously not as like exciting and as like energetic as say somewhere like London. Oh, I miss London so much actually. Like London, that was such a fun time and era. I'm gonna talk a lot about my London era, because like that era was so crazy and fun and transformational. Like that was like my early 20s living in London, and like when you're turning 20 is like the most insane thing one can do in life. Truly, like London is the most extreme and intense city that like I've ever been to. But boy, was it fun. Boy, was it fun. Oh, I miss it so much. Like all the men that I was there like with, and like my TikTok account there when I was doing that was also like so fun. I was so unhinged. But yeah, no, that's like a whole different topic. But there are a lot of things that we will be talking about, and a lot of fun story times. Also, like right now in my life, I'm also like right now in a very like fun stage in my life. There's a lot of transformations. I'm very like in like a YOLO era. Like I just want to try things. Really like in my id-gaff era. I absolutely I adore you. Oh, I adore you. That Mighty song. I adore the word idgaff. Just say it, guys. It's just such a perfect word. But yeah, like also like this time in my life, I feel like I'm very like I'm very open to like trying new things and just like being crazy and just like also like trying new stuff. So like I can even do like small like experiments with myself. That sounds like really scary. I'm not a, look smack. I'm not gonna be smashing any bones out here, but like maybe, like, honestly, who knows? You only live once, and like that's also a thing. Like you truly do only live once. So like there's always much to like ponder and think about here in life. I'm in a very like fun mood, so I think I'll be able to like do fun shit. Like maybe I just go on like random trips or like try like I know different things, because I love trying new stuff, and you guys will like help probably be like the perfect inspo for that. But yes, oh my god, also like this podcast setup that I have going on here, like I am filming this as well. It's very like it's quite intense doing all this all at once, and I am staring at myself now and again, but thankfully I cannot see the viewfinder because I have like these crazy fucking filters on the camera to make it look, I don't know, to make it look nice. It is actually so cozy, but I have live candles around me, and like if my uncle and aunt were home right now, they would not like this. Like I'm gonna have to like turn them off. It's such an ambiance and vibe. And also like around, I think that I've been noticing like in my life recently is that the more like aesthetic and like I don't know, the more effort I put into my environment, the happier I become. And like I don't know, this is a riddle to me, like riddle me this, riddle me that, but I do not know why, having like a small lamp, a cozy lamp, how that could like genuinely like change your life and change your like mood and like perception. Like it twists your mind, and it's really just been like a wonderful development in my life. I really love making things cozy. I love also like scents as well. I love incense, and I love like just intense flavors. I truly love making my environment a cozy place, And that's like something I need to learn to do because I'm not, oh my god, I'm not gifted in the art of like home decor. Oh my god, home decor is like I've been so unbelievably bad at it in my life. Like my mom is like the home decor queen. So I think maybe that's why I've been like, oh, I don't need to be doing all that. But girl, you do. I might post some videos about how my room looked in London, especially last year, like my London era. That was just like, oh, and I took home high stakes people to that flat, and bitch, I was a brave soul. I did not id gaff. I truly just like I did not give a fuck, and yeah. Oh my god, you guys, I am a fucking rambler. A rambler. Shut the hell up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for this. Anyways, you guys, oh my god, another thing that I want to do every single week is have like a poll of the week. I'm gonna have to come up with like a really funny and like creative name for that, but like, you know, something like a poll that we all can like debate on, like the debate square. Like I'm trying to keep the theming in like in check. The weekly debate, the tavern debate, something something like that. And this is just gonna be like more about like cultural things, I think, because I still want to like explore, especially like Iowan culture a lot more. And I think this will be a really fun way to do that. And the first tavern debate is this. Okay. Which of these two brands do you think represents Iowa and the Midwest better and is more meaningful? Okay, option one, Casey's. This is getting scared, guys. Option B, Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee grocery. You guys, that is a debate, and I hope to hear, and also think you guys can comment as well. You should comment some things as well to, you know, explore this question further, because I have no idea. I will reveal my reasonings in the next week's episode. But yeah, you guys, sound off on the Instagram. That'll be on the Instagram, American Gothic. Okay, guys, see you in the tavern brawl. Tavern brawl? Wait, is that a good word? Okay, and one more thing for the podcast, and that is that I do not want to go on this journey alone. Journey, what the hell am I talking about? But like, it feels like it. Like maybe I've gone crazy here in Iowa. Like I do live in like a meditation town. It's called Fairfield, Iowa, and it's a hub for like this meditation that people do, including me. So like maybe I have just like spiraled into something enlightened. It's enlightened. It's nice to be enlightened, you guys. More people need to be enlightened here in the world, or not. That girl, who knows? Well, a thing that I want to be like a huge part of this podcast is journaling. Oh my god, journaling has been like, I don't know, like an obsession of me since I was like, yeah, like 12 years old or like 11. Like I've had so much tea to spill since birth. And journaling has just been like such a transformative part of my life, like key. And it's been so fun. Like I've done it like for so long. And I thought it would be really fun to try to incorporate somehow. Okay, so like how this will work is that every week that I podcast, I will have a new journal prompt for us all to like ponder about, just like think about and like realize things. And this is gonna be called the field journal. What the fuck does that mean? You guys are probably like all wondering, like, and I'm coming up with these like really weird terms for things, but they're funny and like iconic. Like who gives a fuck? So basically what I will do is that I will share this prompt with us every single week for every new episode, and then we all need to like think about it, or like we don't have to do anything. Those who want to can like think about this prompt. So when you guys have like pondered a lot about these questions and feel the need to share them, and like you guys don't have to share them, of course, but if you guys want to share them, I'll be creating a link in my bio, which is like a Google form, a Google questionnaire where you guys can like send in your journal entries. But then the point with this is that the ones that you guys send in and like ones have shared, I will collect in a like collective document, like a collective journal document. And that is a field journal basically. And then I will share that now and again, maybe like every other week or something. So you guys can like read each other's journal entries. Like, is that like super personal? Like, I don't know. And another important thing with this is that this will be very like anonymous. I think I'll give the option to like include your first name if you want to do that, like from blah blah blah, Julia. I love that word as well. I love the word Julia. I love the name Julia. Oh my god. But I think I'll give you guys the option to like just include your first name if you want to. I think it would be a really fun thing to like, I don't know, be able to share these if we want to, and then discuss them maybe in the podcast, and just like reading about each other's answers. I feel like that's like it's a very vulnerable thing to do, but I want to do it, so like maybe somebody else wants to as well. So yeah, that is basically the field journal. And how this will like usually work, I think, is that I'll like say like the field journal like in the episode, and then in the episode after that I will like share my own, and then also maybe discuss your guys. Oh, this is gonna be so fun, and like I don't know, it'll be so interesting to like see what you guys have to say. But to start things off, I thought that I'd answer the first field prompt that I have for us all. So like this is for next week, but listen up, you guys, listen up. If your life right at this moment turned into an adventure, where would you currently be? Where would you be, you guys? Would you be in like a cozy medieval style village? Would you be on the road? Would you be in a castle? Would you be in like a fucking dragon fight? Would you be in a forest? A dark forest? Ugh. Like if you were right at this moment, like this second that you hear this, we're like transported into like a fantasy adventure. What would your character be doing right at this moment? Where would they be? And yeah, I love this question so much, and that's why I'm going to answer it right now. Okay, so you guys, where would I be right now if my life was an adventure? I think I would be on the road. On the road. I feel like I've been traveling for like a long time. I've been traveling. I've been seeking things. I don't know. I feel like I've been seeking things. I've been developing and learning a lot, and I think the road looks different. I think I've walked quite a hilly and sloped road. There's been a lot of ups and downs in the past few years, but I think the road ahead is, I think it's filled with more energy and more excitement. No, maybe, yeah, good excitement. Like, what could that be? Fun carnivals, fun people. I feel like I have a lot of fun people that I'm going to be meeting soon. But right now, I'm on a road, and it's evolving, an evolving road. So yeah, you guys, if you guys want to share your own, like it doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be like a few words, a sentence. Like you don't have to write or like think too much about it. Have that creative flow, you guys. No, he's like, write what comes to mind. That is the point of journaling. And like, that's why it's so nice. Oh my God. Like I'll be writing like the craziest, like random shit in my journal. Who cares? You guys, I think it's time for the story to begin. Welcome. Chapter 1, Episode 1. In a land long lost to space and time, there lived a boy who lived the most ordinary of lives. Time flowed both slowly, yet at a breakneck speed. But what good did it do anyone to ponder such dilemmas? Felix rose at dawn by the hooting of hens. Oh, heavenly! His days consisted of providing for the small town where he lived. He would help carry sacks of flour to the local baker, work for the tailor to repair the town people's attire, and often filled buckets of water by the stream, as the town's well often needed repairs. Today was not any different. The small cot he lived in wasn't much to brag about, but so was the case for most things in the village. Ungrateful peasant, he muttered to himself as he put on his worn shoes. It's not like life in the village was all too bad. There was food, a place to sleep, mead, maybe a bit too much of that, or not. Oh, and many young, fine lasses. It was a cool morning as he stepped out onto the village gravel and set off for the baker to see if any help was needed. This was always the highlight of the day, as the baker was always so kind, funny, and nice. Hello there. The baker's deep grounded voice boomed as his massive muscular arm stood propped up against the wall. Hi there! Do you need any help? Oh, too kind, the boy thought. Not today, young man. My wife has already brought all the ingredients this morning. But thank you anyways. Oh, of course. Okay, lovely. Have a good day, the boy said as he walked away, slightly embarrassed of something he couldn't name, and picked up the wooden bucket and handled for the well. The barley fields around the village were the one saving grace of existence. They always looked so scenic and evoked a strange sense of longing inside the boy. He trotted through them and reached a stream, which honestly was as quaint and as lovely as you can imagine. He would have tried to draw them if he could, but no, he was quite awful at drawing and didn't particularly like it. Peasantries, he muttered, as he filled the bucket in the stream. Why couldn't he have some talent for something cool that could put his mind off things? Whatever. With a filled bucket, he trudged back down the pathway that led through the fields. He sang a little lullaby as his face suddenly met dirt. Crows, take it! He moaned as he looked down and saw that a massive root had seemingly suddenly appeared and tripped him. Strange. Annoyed with himself, he paced back towards the stream. As the water was about to fill the brim, he suddenly heard the faintest of sounds. He perked up and looked towards the forest, and a soft, unidentifiable voice called out, "Everything will be just." The voice trailed off. The boy tried to move closer to the voice, but it had seemingly disappeared off into the woods. Slightly scared, the boy backed off. My mind must be making up things, he said as he turned back. No more abnormalities arose for the remainder of the day. The tailor was as stern and strict as per usual, which I guess you had to be when you were tasked with fixing all of the town people's old rags that were masqueraded as clothes. Needles went through thread as the boy still couldn't get the peculiar voice out of his head. Everything will be just. What does that even mean? If this wasn't all in his head, then it would still be stupid. If you're going to spew out some prophecy, at least make it understandable. Hello. Silly mind was all he could think of as the day turned to night. In the comfort of his own bed, the boy could do the one thing he actually enjoyed, reading. His elders had always told him that getting too submerged into fictional worlds was a curse, as one could never then appreciate the real one. But the boy thought he was doing just fine with that, thinking of the fields and the baker. Like, it wasn't that he necessarily wanted to escape, as his life was comfortable and perfectly fine. But reading about tales of grandeur and great adventure did ignite some sense of wonder in him. As he drifted off into slumber, little did he know that the world he knew was just about to be set into searing flames.